whatever. That's what it was? Yeah. That's what it was? Yeah. Of course, I got it right. That's the brain.
MMAWeekly.com here with Tito Ortiz outside the Wild Card Boxing Gym in Los Angeles, California. It's your second week now back.
Yeah, middle of my second week.
How does it feel?
I feel good. I feel really good, you know. It feels nice to train with no soreness in my back, you know. The soreness are throughout my muscles. You know, it's nice to do. For the first month now, I'll be doing 2-a-days. So I do boxing, then do weight training, and do Jiu-Jitsu at Club Luciano's in Huntington.
So you're one of the latest guys to go to Freddie Roach. Why did you decide to do that? Why did you decide to train with Freddie?
You know, I've seen a lot of good things come out of Freddie's camp, boxers-wise. You know, with Manny Pacquiao, of course Tyson back in the day when he used to train with Tyson, and he got a lot of great experience as a boxing coach. And you know, MMA, it's about a third of boxing, so you got to make sure you throw your punches right. I've always been a wrestler, so you know the takedown's always been an opportunity for me to take advantage of. But now that you know I'm working with him, I want to turn my punches over, get a chance to knock people out. You know, I've showed with some of the best guys in UFC that I could trade with them. Now, if I could trade with them with accuracy, power punching, and head movement, that's one thing I never have is head movement. Now maybe I can learn the head movement from Freddie Roach, and it's good. You know, it just working with the atmosphere that I have of the champions that he makes. I'm excited just to possibly get a little bit better. You know, a little bit. Right? I mean, all of a sudden I ain't gonna be a boxer or anything, but you know, if I can learn to move my head a little bit more and turn my punches over all the way, that I have a chance of knocking people out. You know.
Well, I also noticed you shooting under his punches. He would throw a punch and you would shoot under. So I take it it's not all boxing specific. So.
No, it's not all boxing. You know, I can say MMA. It's you got to get with timing. You know, and Freddie's gonna teach me a lot of timing. You know, I work with Saul Solis so much, and he's strictly for kickboxing, Muay Thai. We're looking for the clinch, takedowns. You know, he's the guy who I get to take down and beat up on. You know, Freddie's the guy who I get to work with my punching, head movement, and turning my punches completely over. And that's what I'm looking forward to is head movement, feet movement, and turning my punches all the way over. If the takedown comes, I'm gonna take a guy down and ground and pound him.
How long do you plan on training with him for?
Plan on doing it for at least 9 weeks, you know, 9 to 10 weeks before I go up to Big Bear. I'll go to Big Bear for the 8 weeks as normally. Saul Solis will be up there with me as he's a part of my camp always. And hopefully I'll try to bring some new guys around, you know. I'm thinking about possibly going up to Canada. I haven't got a hold of St. Pierre's people yet, but I would like to train at St. Pierre. St. Pierre has the same attitude, the same type of training that I love and I see right now for these first month and a half is to get my body in shape, make sure my back's 100%, and be able to wrestle. That's the biggest thing. You know, if I'm able to wrestle as a monster I was when I was a world champion, a lot of these light heavyweights are going to get a thing or two taught to them.
Right. So you mentioned Big Bear and Montreal. When do you anticipate being ready to fight again?
Hopefully by November. You know, November, December. I would like to fight, you know, once for sure. Maybe twice by the New Year's. If I get on the New Year card, that'd be awesome too. It's in UFC's hands now. You know, we worked out our deals. Me and Dana, we've kissed and waited and we made up. You know, and the best talent is in the UFC, and that's why I went there. All my fans, of course, all my fans, they want to see me fight the best in the world. I don't want to be a second-rate fighter fighting against the second-rate light heavyweights. I want to fight against the best light heavyweights in the world. And the main plateau for me to compete at, or the main arena for me to compete at, is UFC. There's no other better UFCs, or excuse me, light heavyweights in the world as UFC has. They have the top 10 guys in the world, and I want to compete against them. You know, my first match looks like it might be Mark Coleman. I'm a little skeptical. You know, he's a good wrestler.
Why?
So just because he's tough, man. He's a great wrestler. You know, wrestlers I have a little problem with just because of the takedowns. Where I think we're even at wrestling skills. I think it's going to come down to heart. And you know, Mark Coleman's a great champion in his time, and he's still a great fighter. You know, he just beat Stephan Bonner. I respect him a lot, and I think this fight will have a little bit more personal vendetta behind it the closer the fight comes, I think. Right now, it's just me worrying about getting back in shape.